The enemy penetrates the atmosphere so that he can create the environment that he wants to live in. So it's important that we check out the atmosphere around us. What's the atmosphere in the home right now? What's the atmosphere in your place of work? Did you ever think that you were there actually to change that? What's the atmosphere in your neighborhood, in your street, your apartment block? What is the atmosphere about? What if you, one person there, one person walking with God is always in the majority? So one person believing the Lord can change the atmosphere where you live and where you work. What's the atmosphere? You know, if it's not loving, joyful, peaceful, gracious, and gentle, you have a problem. No, in the natural, in your house, you know when you have an infestation. There are signs. Last year, I had this infestation of ants. There were signs. Little blighters were everywhere. It seemed like 1 million of them. And, you know, for that 24 hours, it became my core mission to eradicate them from my home. And I did. And what's true in the natural is true in the spirit. We put up with all kinds of infestations. Attitudes, mindsets. They're not good. They're harmful. They're not contributing to, they're taking from. Yeah? It's important that we have to reclaim our inner territory before we can recover the ground around us. Penetration. And the enemy penetrates because he seeks to demoralize us. There's a softening up process going on constantly. An attack on morale to produce disillusionment, discouragement, disappointment, feelings of hopelessness. Things that just make you come to a place where you constantly imagine the worst. Then we get into this kind of like interesting religious place where we mask worry as concern. Yeah, we don't change our behavior, we just change our language. Yeah, I'm not worried, I'm not fearful, I'm just concerned. You lying toad, you're worried. We can mask worry as concern, but it affects you. Because you are the target. Do you know why the enemy loves to make us anxious? It's because he is. He ain't got long left. He's pretty anxious. I think he's read the Bible too. He don't believe it, but he knows what's coming. I'd be anxious too if there was a lake of fire in my future. The enemy wants to convince you that things are too bad to change. Then he wants you to get you into a place where all you want is escape, not recovery. Then he gets to saying, he gets right into our vocabulary, where we even start to postpone our joy. Oh, I'll be glad when this happens. In other words, I can't be glad right now, but when this is over, I'll be glad. What's that? That's a demoralized state. I'll be glad when this is finished, be glad when that's over, be glad when he's gone. Some of you are saying right now, I'll be glad when he shuts up. Yeah? What are you doing? You are postponing joy. Why? Because the enemy hates joy. Because he knows it is a chief source of your strength for you to be happy. God put you in the Christ so that you could be happy. No matter what is going on, no matter what is occurring, you can be happy because of who God is for you. You don't want to feel